on July 12th, 10 years ago, Live a Great Story posted the first Instagram post. And that's what I really consider as like the origin date of Live a Great Story. And this started on July 12th, 2014. Now, 10 years later, which is absolutely wild to think about, one full decade, Live a Great Story has been spreading around the world and inspiring people on their own hero's journey. And it's kind of this crazy time. Like it's really wild to think about literally two full hands worth of years of me doing this one thing, and this is spreading the Live a Great Story message. In the last decade, I've done so many different types of things to try to inspire people with Live a Great Story, from hosting events to obviously selling all sorts of merch, e-commerce, selling in stores, hosting conferences, meetups, bringing people together for trips, like all these different types of things. And now we're one decade in, and for the finale of the decade and also ushering in the next decade, Live a Great Story is going through like a really cool rebirth of sorts, kind of a volume 2, a full new book for the future of Live a Great Story, kind of closing this last book of tons of ups and downs, trying so many different things, so many lessons learned. Like so much different stuff has happened in 10 years. So we're going to put that back. And now we're going to move forward with the next 10 years. And really the focus for the next 10 years is hyper focusing on what Live a Great Story does better than anybody else, and what our lane is for the future, and just making the biggest impact that we can with the Live a Great Story message. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. So I'm obviously sitting here in the Live a Great Story shed. This is where everything happens, and it's really not that big. This is a small business. This is still, for all practical purposes, a one-man show. This is a small biz. It's reached millions and millions of people, which is wild, but it's still really small. But for the next 10 years, we're going to blow this thing up, and we're going to inspire millions and millions and millions of more people. And really the best way that I found to do this is through creating gear, apparel, and accessories that go with you on your hero's journey. Now, all of us are on our own journey. We're all the author and hero of our own story. Hopefully you're leaning into that, doing what that means for you. And as a brand, Live a Great Story wants to support you and really be your adventure partner on this journey. So we're going to be creating a lot of awesome apparel that is really travel focused apparel. So really technical materials that dry quick, that keep you out of the sun, that pack down really nicely, that are durable, and that can go with you out into the world and to tackle whatever's next in your own adventure. So I'm super stoked about really hyper focusing on creating the best gear for you and your story. And that's it. We're not going to do all sorts of different things that I've tried in the past. We're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. We're going to be saying no to a lot of different opportunities and ideas, and just getting laser focused on creating awesome merch and apparel and accessories that support this mission. And part of that is also bringing together a lot of adventurers in their own worlds together, because I think storytelling and connecting people with stories is really where Live a Great Story was started. All of this grew out of the experience that I had while I was traveling like over a decade ago, of meeting people from around the world, different languages, different backgrounds, different continents, different skin color. Everything's different, but we're sitting around a hostel dinner table, or walking the back streets of some foreign country, or somehow going and climbing something big, or going places we probably shouldn't have. But this idea of connecting with people from different cultures, different backgrounds, and sharing stories is at the core of Live a Great Story. And so a part of this next chapter is more dope gear, but also is community, and bring people together to create memories, but also share stories. And that's going to be happening through the Campfire Club. So these two things, Campfire Club and awesome adventure travel gear are the future of Live a Great Story. And all of this kicks off on July 12th. So literally, I don't know, 1 month from tomorrow, we're going to launch a new website. Everything's going to be brand new, releasing a huge new collection of gear. We're going to stock all this up. It's en route now. It's in production, getting shipped here. We're going to have a lot of cool new merch. And then we're going to release the new website and really celebrate 10 years as a brand and as a business and all the inspiration that has happened. And we're going to have a really big party here in Austin, Texas in September, on September 14th, I believe. We're going to do a celebration that is big enough to really celebrate and hold space for this decade. So that's going to be going down. We're going to release our next collection at that event. That's going to be a lot of the new fall winter gear. And yeah, it's just been quite the ride. But over the next month or so, I'm going to be sharing a lot about this journey. So obviously 10 years of stories, there are a ton of them, and I just want to talk a lot about my experience, share a lot of the behind the scenes of what's happened to get to this point, and share hopefully some lessons that I've learned that have helped me in my journey, but also have inspired some other people, whether that's business, whether that's travel, relationships, friends. I don't know, 10 years is a long time to be going after something, and I've fallen down a lot, but I've also gotten back up more times than I've fallen down. So the next month is going to be a lot about this journey, talking about my experience with it, and I don't know, just showing y'all who I am and what this ride has been for me, Zach, as the founder and sole owner, sole man behind the mission here. And I just want to introduce myself, show you a little bit more about my ride, and bring you along for the next steps. So yeah, let's buckle up. 1 month down, July 12th, it all kicks off. One chapter closes, another opens. And I'm just super grateful for everybody that's been a part of this all along. This is a big group of people, awesome, inspiring people of all walks of life who have been a part of this ride, and definitely could not have done this without everybody taking stickers out there in the world, wearing shirts, doing all sorts of awesome, inspiring things with the Live a Great Story message. And it really feels like just getting started. So 10 years down, a bunch more to go. This is going to be a lifelong endeavor for me. I really want to just live a great story for the rest of my life, and to keep living my own great story and seeing where it goes. So thank you for being a part of this, and come party in Austin, Texas when we celebrate, and hit me up with your stories. I want to hear how Live a Great Story has inspired you, and I'm really excited to welcome this next adventure together. So let's do this. 10 years down, a bunch more to go.